What's going on, y'all? Glad to have you back. I am here with another color coming at you for you guys. At first, I didn't know if I was going to put this color out. And I don't want you to think it's a highly complex color or it's hard to be replicated or anything like that. But it was my first color that I really had success on. And we really started catching a ton of fish. And it just, no matter what bait I put it in, it just produces, right? It's a fish catching color. And it is simple. It's simple to make. I didn't know if I was going to release it, but here I am making this video for you guys. The color I call Ditch Pickle, right? And the two molds we're going to be shooting it in today. Focus in. 4-inch Rippin' Frog by Fat Guys Fishing. Right? And then, of course, I gotta go back to the Old Buzzard by Hog Salad. 4 1/4 inch Old Buzzard. These two baits right here in this color, to me, are just, it comes down to whenever you see this in this frog mold, it's more of an iconic color for a frog. It gives you that impression. And then in the Old Buzzard, it's a really natural color that you can throw that just produces. So anyways, let's get into it. I will go through all the flake that we're putting into this. Here we go. All right, here is today's flake and colorant list. I'm gonna show you guys. We are going in with 025 gold, 040 gold, and then something I picked up from SDG. Thank you for that. 1/8 of an inch chunky glitter off of Amazon. Won't be long and I'll be able to link products, working on that. And of course, some 025 black. And then the two colorants we're going to be using today. Green Pumpkin 109. Green Pumpkin 109. And Yellow 116. And that's it. And I'm sorry, I forgot one. Hold up. My bad. Black. Can't forget that. This is very important to this color. That is the extent of everything going into this color. Very short list, but it produces, let me tell you guys. So anyways, there it is. Let's get into it. Let me get you guys centered. Make sure this is focused in. We are using Black Bucket Dead on Plastics Curl and Tube Blend because these two baits are going to be drug over logs, they're going to be drug over rocks, everything, right? So we want to make sure they are durable. So Green Pumpkin going in first. Very highly saturated color. We're doing 40 drops per cup. That's what's going into this. So probably cut this part out just because I don't have CapCut Pro, so can't speed up through it. Alright, here we go. 40 drops. That really nice green pumpkin that we all know and love. The flakes that are going in this green pumpkin are, you know, what I need to get better at is holding this like this and stirring so you guys can actually see it without my hand being here. So little things. The other plastic is done, so we are going to hurry up. We are going to go in with the 025 black, and we are going to put a 1/16 in. We're going to mix this up so I can see how it looks. Here we go. More like that. Looks pretty good. About where I want it. And then we're gonna put this lid back on this black flake. We all know what that happens. This chunky flake, right? Never really measure this. I just kind of add to my liking with it. So here we go. We are mix this up. I just kind of usually pull this out and see like how many pieces are on the stir. I got like 5 or 6 there. It's good to me. And that's how I measure that flake for whatever reason. I don't know. We're at 319. Okay. Let's do the gold now, right? We are going in with, what I originally did was a 1/4 teaspoon of gold per cup. So, because I have 2 different sizes, I'm going to do an 1/8 of that. Lid on that. And then we're going to do almost an 1/8 of the other. Not quite. So, I'm going to mix this up. Yeah, needs to go back in the microwave. Alright, we will get the other plastic and we will work on the yellow. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright, let's get this yellow going. We're going to do 35 drops. Get this mixed up. I know what you're thinking. That is really, really bright, right? Well, it kind of looks like an egg yolk. And when you add that black in there, it's going to bring it down. And whenever you put some of this black flake in there, it'll also bring it down. So, we are going to go with a 1/4 teaspoon of 025 black. Struck off even. Alright, it's already making that yellow look a little bit more dull. And this will be the bottom color. So, you know, adding that black flake just kind of gives it a dirty belly, is my theory. So, excuse me for reaching in front of the camera. Need to get better about that. Alright, what I normally do, wow, that shot out of there. 1 drop of Dead On Plastics black per cup in this yellow. There we go. That's all you need. I don't know, some of you bait makers that are watching this, you know how highly potent Dead On black is versus others, right? It's versus Lureworks. So keep that in mind. Now you see how that darkened up quite a bit, right? That's gonna give you the belly you want right there. So, all right, that is the extent of the belly. I'm going to get these temperatures evened out where I want them, and then we will be back here in just a second to shoot some baits. Alright, we are back. Got the temperatures right. Let's shoot some baits. Let me get you guys moved so you can see what's going on. There we go. Alright. one. There's two. Injector was kind of cold, so it seizes up pretty quick, so you got to do it pretty fast. Top these off. Alright, we will be back in just a minute to reveal some baits. Alright, here we go. I usually pull the screws out of the molds before I do this, but this is the 4-inch Ripping Frog. Hey, see what I did? After my first YouTube video, I decided that was probably important. Come on. Come out on one side. Not going to. Never does. Alright. There is the top, right? Pull this out. Pull one of these frogs out. Get it to focus. Check that out. Check out that belly. Just awesome color in this frog. But yeah, that is the 4-inch Rippin' Frog in the color I call Ditch Pickle. Alright, moving on. We are going to do the 4 1/4 inch creature bait by Hog Salad. Need to get me an air vise so I don't have to do this. Alright, there is the top of the mold. You can see all that chunky glitter, or chunky flake, excuse me, comes through. I love that stuff. I use it in a lot of my stuff. And then the bottoms, you can see how it turned like a green. Just an awesome color, and it produces so well. I love it, right? So, what do you guys like better? The frog or the creature baits? Alright, we will wrap things up here in just a second. Alright, that concludes everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this color build, and I just want to say, I want to give credit to a couple guys. Before I started this adventure making baits and selling them, there's two guys I watched on YouTube, World's Worst Fishing and SDG Lurecraft. Those two guys have a wealth of knowledge just beyond my realm. I hope one day I'm where they are at, you know. And that's kind of what pushed me to release this. Even though it's not super complex, it's not a hard color, you know, a lot of people could copy this, right? But those guys share so much information with the next guy. You know, I think it's only right to pay it forward. If somebody else can take this and add it to their lineup and have a proven color that's just, it's awesome. It catches so much fish. By all means, that's why I'm sending this video out. So anyways, I appreciate your guys' likes, comments, follows, subscriptions, subscribe, you know, YouTube. I was on TikTok before I came here, so but anyways, I appreciate you guys joining in. Hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. I forgot to add this. If you guys want to check my website out, bloodlinebaits.com, same name, same logo. Not everything I do on these YouTube videos are on my website, so keep that in mind. But if you want something that is not listed on my website, please follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, shoot me a message on Facebook, because sometimes I don't keep all this stuff in stock. I just like making it and, you know, getting myself out there. The color we made today is a color that I do stock. So that is live on my website. So if you want this color Ditch Pickle, please head on over to my website. And I always run the special, buy 4 get 1 free, add 5 packs to your cart, and it'll automatically take 1 off. And then for first time orders, if you use the code SHIP, all capital letters, SHIP, SHIP, you'll get half off your shipping first time. So anyways, just want to throw that out there. Hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the video of these baits.